welcome to an unboxing of a Dungeons and Dragons game. This is Wrath of Ashardalon board game. This is one of the big, heavy Dungeons and Dragons board games. It's for 12 and up, for 60 minutes, 1 to 5 players. I picked this up recently at Bulk Games in Brisbane. So let's have a look and see what's inside the box. I have one other of these. I have the Ravenloft one, which is pretty fantastic, and that's a dungeon crawler. One thing that's great about these is that they have lots of nice little figures, particularly if you like to do painting. But anyway, let's have a look and see what we get inside the box. So, unsurprisingly, we get a rule book, and it's got a description on the back. Component list. Looks like we're another dungeon crawler. Start playing, taking turns, characters, movement. That's all nicely clearly laid out, much like any of the other Dungeons and Dragons games. So that all looks nice and colourful, nicely spaced. We have an adventure book. Oh, okay, this will be scenarios. So adventure 2, so we've probably got a, oh, here we go, adventure 1. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 13 different adventures. Oh, that's good. Bit of variety in there. And then we've got, these are the boards, tokens. Let's have a look. Got my knife here just to get inside this. See what we actually get out of here. There we go. Alright. So we get one, okay, dungeon tiles and sorts of tokens. 1, 2, 3, 4 boards. They all look very similar, but I guess it's the placement as you go through the different scenarios. Oh, this is what we really like. The figures. This one looks like a biggie. Oh yes, that is our dragon. Very nice ears too. And he comes with a 20-sided dice. It is Dungeons and Dragons after all. So he's impressive. Let's see, it'll fit in. What else we got? It looks like a bag of bags. Okay. So this one is, maybe I'll stack them up on here, get some sense of scale. So that's your dragon. This one's got 5, I'm not sure what they are. Oh, miscellaneous critters. And also a cabal. Oh, that one's some kind of lizard man. Okay, and then we've got a big bag of red ones. These are some big figures in this one. That one looks like a fire lizard. That looks like some kind of lizardy skeleton. Might take the video down at the end and do a side shot, just so you can see how these fit. What's that one? That's some kind of mage with a kind of a serpent. Another mage, a couple more serpents. 3 mages. While we're doing red ones, let's see what's on this one. Oh, these ones are brown. Oh, it's like a Hydra. Couple of Hydras. It could be a lizardy creature. Wow. A bear. Even bigger critter. Another bear. Different bear though. Oh no, I thought he was holding someone, but it's just his okay, so 3 bears, another Hydra. These ones are quite delicate. Little squiddy things. These ones look like the characters. It's a longer video than I thought, because there's a lot of stuff. So what's this one? Looks like a rogue with a hand crossbow. I'll stick him up next to the dragon. That would be looks like a lizard magic user, mage. Looks like either a fighter or an elf. I imagine that's your fighter actually. And it looks very female dwarf-like. A hammer and shield. There's lots of these ones look like they're black. Oh no, they're grey. They're kind of orcish. Yeah, I'd say that those are probably orcs. Stick them down. There's a nice variety across these figures. I mean, we've got 3 of each of the different orc types. What else we've got? Some cards. Anything underneath? Oh, lucky I looked underneath. There's more. I wondered why there wasn't so many boards. Oh, now this is a lot of boards. I didn't think there was enough tiles to be interesting when I grabbed that first lot. But here, we've now got, so this is again more double-sided tiles, sorted tokens. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And these are the player boards. So human cleric, dragonborn wizard, elf paladin, half orc rogue. And we've got also a dwarf fighter. And our bigger ones for our main creatures. So you add that with the 4 we pulled out earlier, and that's quite a lot of tiles and tokens, which is kind of what you expect. So that's our dragon. Oh, and our aberrant on the other side. They're double-sided for the creatures, and then our players are single-sided. Dwarf devil, kobold, dragon lord. Yeah, so that is good. Always need more tiles. And we've got 2 sets of cards. So what do we got here? You get a lot of good stuff when you get these box sets, because you get everything you need for a game, and there's lots of it. Okay, so these are treasure cards, monster cards for drawing, chamber cards for drawing, encounter cards, boon cards, sequence of play cards. Again, they're sticking with the kind of pastel colours, but then you're playing with figures. So, you know, you've got your miniatures, so you don't really need pretty pictures. These are practically oriented, good text, very clear, and little images of everything. And so that's your kind of, those kind of cards. And what have we got here? So these look like, these are class-based. So these are for the cleric, has a set of cards, the fighter, dwarven fighter, paladin, elven paladin, half-orc, and the wizard. So they have their own customized cards, utility power cards, and a daily power. And there's more encounter cards for drawing them as you move through the different dungeons. And they are all numbered, so that's 90 of 200. So that's probably going to make it very easy to keep them in order, whether they get shuffled or not. So they're probably drawn in order or shuffled. So you get a lot of cards as well. So if you're looking for slicking cards, you're looking at a couple of hundred at least. While I'm mentioning that, why not? Let's have a look and see what it says. It says components, 200 cards. Yeah, 200 cards. Right, so typically I put everything back in the box. Excuse me, and I will do that right now. What do we have with those? These all went on the top. These ones went underneath. I guess as we pop them out, what I said I was going to do, I'm going to, if you get motion sickness, brace yourself. I'm going to try and have a look at the figures. Let's go down and have a look at the figures. Give you a bit more. That's what a lot of what this game is about. Is the miniatures that we get. And those miniatures are really impressive. Heroes, and then the big dragon at the end. And there you go. And that is the Dungeons and Dragons, the Wrath of Ashardalon. And we'll see if we can get us back under here. As I think about how to get it all back into its box again. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I do look at the metrics and I always like to see what people like the videos. This one's got a lot of stuff to paint. And I think that's pretty much. There we go. That is the Dungeons and Dragons board game, Wrath of Ashardalon. Yeah, fantastic.